Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Danganronpa. Before I continue, holy shit, my throat. No takes. Danganronpa episode 10 review. So, this week's episode of Danganronpa, okay? I'm mind fucked. I'll be honest. Yeah. I mean, right now, I'm watching the Bills and Patriots game, but whatever. Right now, I'm mind fucked, okay? Because so much stuff happened in this episode, and it was the stuff in the background that I kind of had to pay attention to, because I know that stuff may become relevant later on in the future of the series. But the main point of the episode is the 16th high schooler, Mukuro, or something of that nature. Mukuro, Mukuro, I believe that's her last name, or that's her surname. Wait, no, in Japanese it's surnames first, I think. So right. So her name would be so I think her name is Mukuro. Basically, she died. She got taken out. Wait, are the surnames first? Screw it, man. Moving on. Basically, the thing about it is that, like, we see her. Nagi's in his room, and we know that the doors to the boys, their rooms, their doors are not locked. At least I don't. No, wait. No, their bathrooms are unlocked. Well, either way, right? Either way, somehow got to Nagi's room and apparently stole that survival knife, that hunting knife. And then later on, we see her body in the botanical garden. We have genocide try to remove the mask, and then explosion. So we can't see the face. But here's what I'm thinking off the gate, right? When it came, I noticed how there was like the seal on her palm. On the back of her hand. And I noticed how she had these white and red colored nails. And I remember how the first person that died in the entire series, that one model chick, she had red nails. So there may be a connection there. I mean, that was my initial assumption, but I could be dead wrong about that. I mean, because we saw her die, at least, but it may have been portrayed that way. And then she may have gone to hiding on Mono Bear's orders, or on the person's orders. But the thing about it is that Kirigiri was saying how the 60 high schooler may be the mastermind. And we see her, she's dead. But the Mono Bear is still running around doing shit. So she, at this point in time, appears to be wrong. Patriots 20, Bills fucking 21. And she may have been wrong about that, right? So the thing about it is that, I just don't know exactly, because maybe there's something. Maybe this person isn't the 16 high schooler. I mean, because Kiryu said that she is, but the mastermind was assumed to be the principal, and the principal wasn't in the principal room when she went in there, because apparently Sakura opened the door at some point in time, and we don't know how or when, because when they go back and check it, it's locked. And then the whole thing about the television, apparently how the other Mono Bear comes in there and says, this is being broadcasted across the entire nation. Like, the fuck? But there's something also miscellaneous about that scene, too. Because when we see the Mono Bear leave, well, actually, no, before then, the other Mono, once they go into this broadcasting room, because they have the key, because the key that the girl had was on the ground near a corpse, and then after they put out the fire, we have Togami, Nagi, and the others. They go to the another room that was locked, aside from the president's office, and then that apparently was the broadcasting room. And what we see is that the other Mono Bear comes in there as they're examining the room, and apparently the Mono Bear said two things occurred at that point in time. The first thing is that the Mono Bear was saying some stuff. And then Hagakure said, "You sound like a completely different person." And I couldn't tell, because, I'm not Japanese, but apparently this Mono Bear sounds like a completely different person. That threw me off. The second thing is that he said, well, it has been 2 years. 2 years for what? Like, what? It's very confusing, because you gotta pay attention to like the miscellaneous, the small stuff, and because that's gonna come back in the future for sure. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. All I understand is the general gist, and that's the fact that we got another corpse. We got to examine it, and according to Kirigiri, it's the 16 high schooler. And when they were examining the rooms, apparently Togami found a room that was covered in blood. It was like the desks were all ruined. There was a kanji on the wall that said an eye for an eye, and that may have some ties to what Alter Ego was saying about this being like the worst despair incident in human history, or something of that nature. So, and by the way, the Mukuro person has a nickname, or has a nickname, and this nickname apparently is the Super Duper High School Despair, which I don't understand at all. Like, why is this person called the Super Duper High School Despair? How does that make any sense? And I mean, oh yeah, and then Maggie was asleep, and then she told him something, but he didn't hear it. And apparently, before then, yeah, like, you know how the Mukuro person came into Nagi's room, didn't kill him, stole the knife for some odd reason. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of shit going on, and it's very hard to follow. But let me start with the basics, obviously, okay? Pacing, animation, and story progression. Progression of story was obviously there. Animation, as usual, was pretty good. And pacing of the story was... It was solid. It was solid. It was solid. I mean, yeah, it was solid. They covered a lot. They covered quite a bit. So, and it was structured fairly well. So, yeah, the pacing was okay. So overall, based on that alone, the episode was probably, in my opinion, okay. It was an okay episode. It's just that, like, I'm confused. Time ready to go. Okay, I'm confused. My mind fucked. I'm like, God, what's happening? I don't know. I have no idea. But here's the point, okay? The point here is that maybe this is in fact being broadcast throughout the entire world. I mean, throughout the nation. Don't know. I doubt that. I really do. And the 16th schooler may have been in connection with the mastermind, but may not have been the mastermind itself. You feel me? Or herself. The president, I think, is still the mastermind. Or at least, yeah. I believe that. It's just that, again, we don't know exactly. They're running the clock, timeout, and yep, okay. Alright. But the thing about it is that, football. But the thing about it is that I just don't know. Because Kirigiri's hiding shit, and it's making me mad. Like, Togami's like, who are you? I'm like, yeah, who the fuck are you? Seriously, who are you? What are you hiding? Exactly. She has to start talking, like, seriously. Like, when they have this trial, like, either before or after this trial, they need to start talking. Because, and how are they going to, like, conduct this trial? I mean, they already know who it is, the person, but they don't know what they look like. Like, how is the Moonbird gonna conduct this trial if this 16 high schooler was hidden? Unless the 16 high schooler is, in fact, someone that they've met. And she goes by another name. So, that's the thing. Oh, New England coming from behind. Bills 21, Patriots 23. Oh, fuck. I'm not a Bills fan. Even though I go to school in Buffalo. It's just that, whatever, moving on. No one can stop Tom Brady. Alright, but listen, man, all I can say is this, okay? I'm trying to multitask here. Fucking let me turn this shit off, right, man? All I can say is that unless we actually get a distinct explanation about the current situation, about the photos of the school, of the kids apparently already meeting at some point in time, when we get an explanation of the multiple mono bears and the person Mukuro, and if in fact she was the mastermind, probably not, because again she's dead and the mono bear is still doing shit. How apparently this is being broadcasted nationwide, but how no one's coming to save them, and how he said that, yeah, well, you know, they just want to see you die. Bullshit. Yeah, absolute bullshit. I don't buy that for a second. The president, the principal, and how the principal, before them, the whole despair human history incident. That has to be explained in full detail too. Like, why are they doing this? How, and Nike had a dream apparently, and in this dream he said that I need to stay here. Like what's happening? Like, so the episode is confusing. It's very confusing. There's a lot of miscellaneous things being thrown in there, and I'm just mind fucked, so I don't understand at all. Again, you guys who play the video game, you guys know what's going on. I just don't. And I mean, I'll leave it at that, to be honest, because I just don't know. I can't make that many assumptions and deductions based on what we know currently. I really can't. This show does a very good job of keeping things in the dark and always making you think. It's just that you can only go so far because of the lack of information. So, I mean, that being said, the rating, I'll probably give it a rating of, yeah, again, to me, it was an okay episode. So, I'm done. King Lightning. Be sure, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe as always. Peace. Have a nice day.